But what are they doing for men? The people that God has commissioned to be the head of households, to fix the families in America and around the world, the you know the hands and feet of the ministry, the prophets and the priests. What are these candidates doing to make our job easier as men? And when I see a lot of the stuff that's coming out of the politics, it's like it doesn't seem like we're even being thought of.
I
I
agree
was
with that. I haven't seen anything that's promoting that either.
in a group chat and some of my family members, and they were saying we got to vote for Kamala, we got to support her, and the women are behind her. The women are going to push her. We need to support our black women. And I'm thinking, she doesn't even do anything to support us as men or us as families. It's
No,
just black women and their children, and a certain kind of black woman, a modern black woman who doesn't really who sees herself divorced from the black family with men. Am I missing something, or am I just lost in the sauce on this,
Yeah,
guys?
I'm back. I'm back on here. My phone was done. I had to get my charger. No, I'm called back up. But what do you think? Because I think black women can have the same exact question about Trump. I mean, black women can say, "What is Trump going to do for me? What has he done for me?"
Well,
The
I
same
think
thing they're
that
saying
that's
about Kamala Harris.
well, I see what you're saying, Richard. But from my perspective, as a man, as a black man, God is putting the head of household on us as the families. So it starts with the men. Our community, as far as black folks and minorities, are upside down because the men are not in their rightful place, not because the women aren't boss chicks and doing what they need to do. We need to get men together, and we need to get initiatives that help us as men. I have never seen anything from Kamala Harris that promotes or supports men, especially men of color. Never.
no.
That makes me concerned. I'm looking forward to seeing what she says, but my suspicion is she won't say anything, and she's going to continue to prop up women and homosexuals.
Indeed.
That's my suspicion. Now, Donald Trump, for hook or for crook, hold your nose. He's going to talk about getting men back in their proper position, and he's talked about a lot of that, or his support team has talked a lot about that in Project 2025. Whole different topic. But thoughts on that, guys, and then we can have some more freestyle conversation.
Uh, I'll chime in first on that. And honestly, you hit the nail on the head. So, when we're talking about our community and you're talking about head of household, yes, we ain't got to go through all the demographics and all that with it. We know what it is. So, yeah, well, that's something we should be concerned about. Now, unpopular thing, I'm not going to vote because I don't believe either one of them represents, first of all, I vote for God. Okay. So I don't think either of them promote that. And then when we get down to the point where we're talking about our community, I don't think either one is going to support that. And, we still do have to live in this country. And, I know you guys have heard it as well. You hear, oh, it's the lesser of two evils, but evil is evil, right?
Hmm.
So which direction do we really want to see this go in to where we can benefit and we can bring things back to the head of household, going all the way up to the more important thing, to how we get back to, true Christianity, get back to God. Because if they're not going to represent that, and we bringing up points about homosexuality and these things they're doing that are going against, God's will, like they're showing who they are.
Uh,
Well,
how are you going to stop it?
this is how I
How are you
see
going
a
to stop it?
potential solution. And many of you guys have heard me talk about this before. Whether it's a Democrat or Republican in office, some things don't change, but they give us material to make decisions on a small local level and on a family and an individual level. Donald Trump is talking about getting rid of Department of Education, a radical idea. But at the same time, a lot of schools are failing around the country. So what is he doing? He's creating an option for people to put their children in charter schools and private schools. That creates an opportunity for you as fathers.
Yes, it
Now
does. I
you
just
have an
enrolled my
opportunity to
son in
put your
one.
child into a charter school or a private school using vouchers.
Hmm.
It creates opportunities. Donald Trump is also talking about getting rid of, or at least his staff is talking about getting rid of no-fault divorce. There's so many men on this panel that have sworn off getting remarried if they're divorced, because once they do get a divorce, their wife can take them for alimony, can take the children away 90% of the time, even at times when there's no particular fault and he's done nothing wrong. She just got tired of being married. How can you have a family like that? How can you have an institution of marriage and create communities when women can leave a marriage for no reason? I'm not talking about she getting the brakes beat off of her or you're cheating on her. But what's happening is women are literally able to leave a marriage anytime they want to because of something they saw Beyonce say on TV.
Hmm.
That's why we have the lowest marriage rate in the history of this country. Black folks were the most married people up until the 1960s at 84%. Now we're at the very bottom. And our women tend to divorce at the highest rate, not because of finances or cheating, but because they feel like it. So when you start looking at all these things as a whole, it really makes me start wondering which candidate is giving me the most to work with. I'm begging Kamala Harris to stop going to concerts and hanging out with RuPaul and start talking about what she's going to do to help men, to help families. But I can just tell by the nature of the beast, it probably won't happen. She's a feminist, and she's not even, I would say she's a Christian feminist, but she's not even a Christian. So I'm not optimistic about her. I'm disenfranchised with Trump, but who's giving me the best clay to work with? Thoughts on that, guys?